I'm going to say this again, and I know I've said this many times before. Nothing good ever comes out of one person, one single person. And sure, you might argue that you might have a brilliant idea, an idea that no one has thought of before. But take that idea and you just keep it to yourself. It's going to go nowhere. It's not going to benefit mankind. It's not going to develop into something bigger, much bigger than life itself. Your idea will remain just that, an idea. To bring this idea into fruition, you need people around you. You need shared collaboration and teamwork. And this is the thing I don't understand about war and control. You see, with a population of 7.888 billion people in the world, if you put 7.8 billion people against one person, who's going to win? Who's going to win? The majority is going to win. The shared collaboration, the teamwork, the society is going to win. The society is going to triumph over the single person. Why are there dictators? Why are there people who hold control over 7.8 billion people in the world? Why are there elites? What are these people doing? How are they going to control us? Simple. By dividing us, by making us fight within ourselves. I've said this before, but there was an experiment involving ants. A bunch of ants, different colonies, different species, were put together into a box. The scientists hypothesized that these ants, because they are from different tribes, they're going to attack each other, they're going to compete for resources, and they're going to fight until death. They're going to tear each other apart. But to his surprise, he was wrong. Ants of different species, when put together in the same ecosystem, they won't fight, but they will collaborate. They will not compete for resources. Everything will be distributed evenly. The scientists then shook the box. The ants became disoriented, and then they started attacking each other. They started fighting for resources. The same thing here can be said about our society. It's not us, it's not our differences that are causing these conflicts. Diversity is key. Diversity is needed. Diversity is needed for progress. We all have an influence on each other. Gay people didn't come about because they were born this way. Sure, DNA, structures, who knows? Who knows? Why are there Jewish people? Why are there Asian people? Why are there black people? Why are there white people? Evolution, you may argue. Sure. Why are there people identifying with different religions? Culture, you may argue. Location, whatever. All of these differences. But it's not the differences that are separating us, that are causing us to fight with each other. It's another force. It's an outside force. It's the force of evil in this world. All of my friends in the past have been white people from this country. All of my friends have been Asian. Hell, I even have black people as friends. Muslims, Christians, Mormons, Jehovah's Witnesses, atheists, Buddhists. I know I will die for them. I know I will take a bullet for them. My neighbors are white. I say hi to them every day. I say hi to them when I pull the bins out. I know their kids. Their kids know me. I know their names. I'm friends with Ryan. I'm friends with Manuel. I'm friends with Michael. Asian, Chinese. What did the Chinese do to the Vietnamese in the beginning? Before Vietnam even became a country, they colonized us. They raped our women. They took over our land. Now there's a lot of infighting. There's a lot of this mentality of us versus them. Oh, the Chinese, they are bastards. They took over our country. Distance yourself from the Chinese. I say bullshit. All of my best friends have been Chinese. All of my best friends have been white, Americans, Australian. What did the Americans do to the Vietnamese people? They fought a war that shouldn't have happened. Oh, but the communists caused this. We gotta fight the communists. We gotta stop them. Are you against your own people? You are Vietnamese, the descendants of a successful communist regime. Are you with your people, or are you against your people? Are white people your friends? Are Americans your friends? I say it's all bullshit, man. All of these lies were caused by the people at the top. They know how to generate money. Money, 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 profits, profits. They want control, so they split us up. Communist, capitalist, white, Asian, black, Jews, Muslims, Christians, all these labels. Man, I'm sick of it, man. My philosophy is that love your neighbor as yourself, but above all, love God with all your heart, mind, and soul. If you do good, if you treat me nice, if you respect me, I will do good to you tenfold. I've got your back. And I don't get the whole concept of fighting with your neighbors. Vietnam versus China. My idea is that when conflicts happen, your neighbors are the ones who are going to have your back. And now you're fighting with the people next to you. You're fighting with your neighbors. Vietnam versus China. I don't say it outright, but there's this deep sense of patriotism. And I know that there are a lot of my people that are against Chinese people, even though they are our neighbors. Think about it. I am now here in Australia. I can't call my parents. If shit happens, if my house burns down, my neighbor is going to be the first one to know about it. My white neighbors, my Indian neighbors. So I don't get this whole fighting. On a micro level, yes, your neighbor should be the one who have your back. But on a macro level, it does my head in. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go rest now because I have night shifts tonight. As always, stay strong, God bless, and I love you, and I have complete faith in you. Go out there and love your neighbors as yourself. Peace.